Welcome back to the All 22 of Tecmo, and I'm looking at Pro T pass plays. First one is Pro Team Screen L, and I rated it about a 7.5. It's a really good pass play except for one weakness. If someone calls your play on this play, everyone's gonna blitz in, and you're not gonna have time to get the pass out. You probably get sacked. So I had to make it a 7.5, even though I like this play a lot. You'll typically see two sequences of a open go route and the curl route in the bottom, the 2 to the 4, and then the one route actually swings out sometimes into the flat versus a linebacker, and you can hit the swing route, and often this 1 and the 3 route will both be open, so there's a sequence you could double click back and forth by pressing AA 1 to 3, and this is how I kind of route my guys in order. So I call this the 1 route, and that's the 3 route here. So I can go 1 to 3 or double click back to the 1, because there's 4 routes in the pattern. So if you hit AA, it goes right to here, and you hit AA, it goes back to here. If you hit AA, it goes to here. If you hit AA, it goes right back to there. So that's what I mean by a sequence. And it just happens to be open a lot. Other things about this play, it's a pretty good green zone play because there's 2 curls and a swing route for a quick route. And the check down on the 1 swings out, as I said. And this is a pretty good curl timer. It can be timed at 8 yards. And it's good as an end-to-end bomb play because you have 1 receiver going deep and not 2, so you're not the other guy covering. With 2 routes going deep, that might bring over some help from the other safety, and this guy runs straight, totally straight, doesn't stop. So I'm gonna give this play a 7.5. Moving on to Pro T Flare D, I'm gonna rate it 6.5. The best thing about the play is there's 2 swing routes for the running backs versus linebackers. That's probably what the best feature of this play. It's an okay green zone play because this guy does stop in the red zone, but I wouldn't say it's the best green zone play. It's not a good end-to-end bomb play because this guy, although there's 2 receivers going deep, so the 1 defensive back that's covering this guy might help out for the other guy you throw it to. And these guys don't run straight. They run little. They kind of dart over here and run like a post. So it's not. You want the guy that runs straight and deep for the most effective pass play. That might cause an overthrow. And you don't want overthrows. In Tecmo, that's dangerous. You can throw an interception. If it's an overthrow, it can cause the pass to be inaccurate. So that's why I'm going to give it a 6.5. And moving on to Pro T Flare, I rate this pass play at 8 because there's 4 routes going out. That makes it optimal for 2 clicking. You know that and typically a good sequence of open receivers, deep and short, is the 3 check down to the 1 go route. So if you started off on 1, you have these 2 guys open. You can force the man defender to cover one or the other. You can quickly 2-click to the 3, and then 2-click back to the 1, and force him to cover one or another and take the other open receiver. And the other thing you got this play that's really good, this curl route can convert it into a 10-yard burn route versus the DB2, and you time that at 10 yards. And it doesn't work all the time, and it also can be a curl timer at 16 yards. Of course, if someone calls your play, you won't have time to do that. And it's not the greatest green zone play because there's only 1 really guy that stops on the Texas route. If I'm going to call it a Texas route, that's a West Coast kind of thing. and it's a little deeper, so you might attract attention of another drone cover, another wide receiver. And it is a good end-to-end bomb play because we have only one receiver going deep, and he runs straight. That's a good thing. I have a video of these plays coming up momentarily.